catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch who he's gonna set up. He's gonna go for it fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
It's week 8 in the CFSL, and tonight the Clemson Tigers and their high-powered offense are looking to kick down the door to the playoffs and stroll right in. But it's senior night here in Champaign, Illinois, and the Illini are looking to send their two seniors out on top and spoil the Tigers' party. Hello, everyone. Nate Murphy and Logan Mitchell with you in the booth here tonight. And Logan, if there's one thing that stands out to you tonight in this one, what would it be?
Turnovers, Murph. Both defenses are tied at 11 on the season, but these quarterbacks aren't equal. Gunderson has 10 while his opposite Shoemate has 21. Illinois is going to need to help out Shoemate for tonight.
Well, protecting the football, as you mentioned, is always a big key, and we'll see if Illinois can do that tonight because Clemson's got the offense, the second best in the league in scoring points per game. So giving them a short field is a recipe for disaster if you're Illinois. Shoemate in the offense with it first, though, for the Illini. Ball at the 30-yard line. Man in motion, pistol set, and Shoemate's going to throw it first play. It'll come near side, and it's complete to Bryson Stamper for 4.
Yeah, Bryson Stamper hasn't been exactly a big target this season for Shoemate, but get these little confidence throws and then unleash that arm. It'll help him keep the ball in his hands.
And now a pistol set again. 2 receivers in the formation. Play action. This one's going to be dumped underneath to Stetson James, who slid out into the flat. It'll be good for 3. Brings up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Murph, I really like that little pass out there. It gives some good yardage. And if your receiver has a chance, let him turn upfield.
James, the second tight end, behind Connor Stevens, one of the 2 seniors. And on 3rd and 2, Shoemate airmailed that one. Had a man open along the sideline and couldn't connect.
Yeah, that Clemson D-line was getting a little bit of pressure to him. I think he just got a little too excited and put a little too much zip on the zap.
So a quick 3 and out for the Illini offense. And after this punt return from Troy Crozier for 7 yards, it'll be the Clemson offense out at their own 30, led by this man, Loki Gunderson, looking to continue to put up points here tonight.
Yeah, and Gunderson's looking good. 30 touchdowns to the 10 interceptions I mentioned earlier. He's having a fantastic season.
Duke Peterson in the backfield behind him, and he's going to get the call on the first play of the game. Throws out a big stiff arm and winds up with a 2-yard gain to start things off for this Clemson offense.
Yeah, we don't see too many good long rushes from Duke Peterson, but he had 128 yards and a touchdown last week.
Now a fully loaded pistol set here for the Tigers. Play action. And this one thrown away. Good coverage that time and good pressure up front from that Illini defense.
Yeah, if you're Illinois, I really like that. Get some pressure early on Gunderson and help your offense out tonight.
And now going to spread things out, and the lefty looking on 3rd down. Hit as he lets it go, and it's complete. I don't know how that one got to Jonathan Anderson, but it did, and it is a gain of 28 and a 1st down.
Yeah, not sure how that play fleshed out, Murph, but great job by Anderson to get that ball and turn upfield. Wow, what a play.
And just great concentration. That was J.W. Ibeck, I believe, the outside linebacker, in good coverage and just missed knocking that one down. Would have been a 4th down. Instead, it's a huge play, in Clemson sitting at the Illini 40, 1st and 10. Play action. Rolling out as Gunderson sets his feet, fires over the middle, and this one's complete to Josiah Baker. 24 more yards and another 1st down.
Yeah, great route there and even better catch. I got an update from Twitch, Murph. Sam Dobbins rushing touchdown. 2 plays, 50-yard drive. Boise goes up 7-0 over the Ducks. 7:33 left.
So quick strike there from the Broncos offense, and Clemson looking to put the finishing touches on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 15. Rolling out as Gunderson sets his feet, fires, and big hit put on Barrett Steele, but he holds on to the football and gains 9.
Yeah, Barrett Steele all season long has been a reliable target for Gunderson, and he's a pro at that, getting right at that 9-10 yards every single catch and putting a hurting on these defenses.
So Brandon Ketching's the man with the big hit there for the Illini defense. The junior strong safety couldn't quite jar it free, and now on second and short, right up the middle goes Peterson. Good for 5, first and goal Tigers.
Yeah, right here. I would not be surprised if we didn't see a little read option magic, Murph. Clemson sometimes likes to do that.
Well, they're going to go 2 tight ends. They're going to slide 1 in motion, so both of them now set up near side to the right. They'll throw for it across the middle, and it's Nasir Cooper on the quick slant, and it's a 2-yard Tiger touchdown.
Cooper, the 1-2 punch of him and Roberson have been a great asset for this Clemson offense all season long. That gives him its 9th touchdown this season.
He was the lone receiver lined up on that side, both tight ends near side as well. Cooper, just the quick slant, got into the middle, and Clemson, aided by 2 big pass plays, including the great job under pressure on that 3rd and 10, right downfield, puts up the first 7 points. And now if you're Illinois and this offense, you've got to find a way to respond after you went 3 and out.
Yeah, and a good return there by Stevens really helps them out. They need some momentum going forward, Murph, and just to calm their nerves and make cool, collected passes.
We'll see if they put it in Shoemate's hands, or do they turn to their other senior on this offense, Shaq Edwards, the senior running back, directly behind Shoemate in the pistol. They will hand it to him, and it'll make a nice cut upfield. And on his first carry of the night, Shaq Edwards picks up 5.
Yeah, great call there by Illinois. You got to take what this Clemson defense is giving you, and if they're going to push back and give you lanes to run in, run that rock.
4 wide receiver look. They will fake it to Edwards, taking a shot downfield, and Shoemate, that one sailed on him just a little bit. A bit of a wind here tonight, about 9 miles an hour. I don't know if that played a factor.
Yeah, I think it was just the pressure getting to him. He had to get a release and couldn't quite see over that defensive line.
Clemson's going to bring some extra heat on this one. Nearly gets home. Open receiver, and now it's a foot race to the 20, the 10, and caught from behind. It's Bryson Stamper, drugged down at about the 5-yard line, but it will be in the Illini first and goal.
They realize the Tigers are going to bring the heat tonight, and you've got to take advantage when they do that. Great job to recognize his receiver was open downfield and get the ball in his hands.
And Stamper did a great job. That's Troy Crozier on the coverage. He beat Crozier on the jam and ran right by him. And they did mark him down back closer to the 7-yard line. So first and goal from about the 7. Shoemate with the play fake, and this one thrown through the uprights. Won't get anything for that one, but it will be second and goal.
Yeah, it's a solid throwaway there. No, nothing was really developing on that play. You don't want to risk going backwards here.
So now on second and goal, they'll throw it again. This time, plenty of time for Shoemate. Comes back across the middle, and Thompson Thunder into the end zone for the Illini touchdown.
Yeah, that's going to be Thunder's first touchdown on the season for the freshman. Great job there to respond to that early Clemson touchdown.
That was a great answer drive, and time in the pocket for Dylan Shoemate. He made Clemson's defense pay for it there as he went through all his progressions, came back across field, found Thunder in the end zone. 7-7 now with 5:41 to go here in the first quarter. And now I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on the Illini defense. Clemson pretty much marched it right downfield, had a couple of nice throws deep down the field, did what they wanted to in the passing game. So it's the pressure now on that secondary of the Illini.
Yeah, exactly, Murph. And I misspoke. That is Thunder's 5th touchdown. I'm sorry for that. We're going to have to talk to the little stat monkey behind all of our sheets.
Yeah, that happens when you start adding lines and stuff. I think sometimes it doesn't add up right. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Clemson. Again, sliding in the pocket. This one's intercepted as it was tried to force. It was forced downfield by Gunderson. This one intercepted by Ketchings. He had the big hit on the first drive. Comes up with a huge pick. And you mentioned turnovers. Gunderson is the one that protects the ball a little bit better in this quarterback battle, but he makes the first mistake.
Yeah, and exactly, Murph. That is what you need to do to help out your offense when you're going to go blow for blow against this Clemson offense. Get those turnovers and make some magic happen.
Well, now you have to take advantage. You're set up inside Clemson territory, and that's taking advantage right there. Jessica Stevens, 30 yards. It'll be first down for the Illini.
Yeah, Stevens ran a great route downfield, but that offensive line for Illinois carried that play. They got him, Schumate, just enough time to let his receiver get open, and he didn't even have to dance around in the pocket for it at all, Murph.
Well, they hit him over the top on that third down when Clemson came with the safety blitz. The last couple of throws, they backed off, and Schumate has found receivers. And now Shaq Edwards right up the middle, untouched from 12 yards out, and the Illini have the lead.
Yeah, and that is the perfect display of mix and match plays there, Murph. They are attacking where Clemson is not expecting it and doing so great.
And Shaq Edwards, his second carry of the night, goes for 12 yards, 6 points. And you'll take that all night long as the Illini now 14-7 over Clemson. 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. I said the pressure on the last drive was on that Illini secondary. They came up with a big play. Now if you're Loki Gunderson, you've got to find a way to respond after turning it over on the last drive.
Yeah, Murph, and I think they're going to expect him to still go through the air. This might be a time for a little Duke Peterson masterclass. Hand the ball to him, let him hit the holes in that line, and see what he can make happen.
Well, might not be a bad time to hand it to your sophomore running back and try and work this defense over a little bit. They'll fake it to him and come underneath. Complete to Barrett Steele. He's got 6 more to his credit. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and that's a good little play there. Kind of a slant route from the tight end. Let him get that underthrow and try to work a broken tackle or something. Steele's a big frame tight end, so he can definitely do it.
And we might see a couple of tight ends have big games tonight. Barrett Steele and Connor Stevens on the other side for the Illini. They could get heavily involved in this passing attack for both offenses. Now under pressure, stepped away from Ibeck, but he will not get away from Rex O'Brien. He'll get credit for the sack. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, Murph, we've seen Clemson's defense turn up the pressure and send the blitz. Illinois took a page out of that book and sent it right there. Good job getting pressure on Gunderson, and he had nowhere to throw the ball.
And so great coverage on the backside as well then in that man-to-man coverage from that Illini secondary. And now on 3rd and 13, what does Clemson dial up here? Some pressure from the Illini off the back foot. Had an open man but could not get comfortable in the pocket. It's incomplete, and the Illini defense steps up and forces a punt.
Yeah, against this Clemson offense, you got to get these early 3-and-outs, allow your offense to take advantage of it, get a lead going, because you know at some point Clemson's going to get something wrong.
And a decent return from Stevens, 10 yards. And for the second straight drive now, the Illini are going to start on Clemson's side of midfield, ball sitting at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, they're loving this momentum right now, Murph, and it's showing with the scoreline.
All the momentum right now sitting on the Illini sideline. They're going to go right back to Shaq Edwards, and he's going to power his way forward 10 more yards. They'll mark him just shy of the first down marker. It'll be 2nd down and short.
Yeah, Shaq Edwards, he's a 6', 210 halfback. He looked like he weighed a lot more there. He just powered through that defense.
So on 2nd and inches, they're going to give it to him again on the draw. He's going to slip his way forward and pick up 5 more yards and another Illini first down.
Yeah, this offensive line right now is giving Shaq Edwards all the lanes to run in. He's getting into that second level, and he's getting a good chunk of yardage on every carry.
So back to the pistol, and this time they will throw it to the far side. Thomas Thunder, his second catch of the night. Good for 4 this time. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, good job by Schumate there. He was getting backed up as the pressure was getting through his offensive line. Great recognition to dump it out and hit his wideout.
2nd and 6, right back up the middle to Edwards. And Edwards finds another 12 yards. And you just said it a couple of minutes ago. They're running the football extremely effectively, especially between the tackles.
Exactly, Murph. And they're not letting Clemson get into a groove of what they need to run on defense. They're keeping them on their toes right now.
And now 1st and 10, play fake. And that set up well as Connor Stevens, the senior, to the house. And the Illini have stretched the lead.
You said it yourself, Murph. we might see two tight ends have big games tonight. And wow, Connor Stevens making his name known in this rivalry game. Great job by the senior.
So the Illini, the last two drives have started on Clemson's side of midfield, and it's resulted in 14 points. They now lead 21-7, 3:11 to go. So they've scored 2 touchdowns here in the last 2 minutes exactly, and that included their defense getting them a 3-and-out and getting them the ball back. There you see the total yardage right now here in this first quarter. Illinois doing what they want to do offensively. Clemson's got to figure it out again, as they did have that great drive to start the game.
Yeah, Clemson's going to need to key in on this pressure that Illinois is putting on them right now. Maybe try a halfback screen or a wide receiver screen, something to get them off of their toes right now.
2 high safeties. Looks like it might be some man coverage here from the Illini. Read option, and a great job from Gunderson. Breaking tackle, still going, falls forward for 8 yards. Well, that play was dead in the backfield, and somehow Gunderson found 8.
Yeah, that was a perfectly executed read option by Gunderson in the situation he had. He had 2 people in the backfield already. Not much he could have done else.
Now they'll go midline read. He keeps it again. Right read, less room to work this time. Picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Illinois going with the old wording. Fool me once, shame on me. You ain't gonna fool me twice. Great coverage there.
And they will go with the sweep this time to Peterson, and he's going to lose 2. Great job. Blake Davis in the open field there on the edge. Drops Peterson in the backfield. And if Davis doesn't make that tackle, there's a couple more Illini coming.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of backing up their own players and making sure that they have people covering for them. And that's what they need to do in that type of situation. This Clemson offense is just getting nothing to take right now.
And there you see a quick look at the yardage breakdown for the Illini offense. 2-to-1 passing to running plays. Obviously the yardage more impressive on or through the air, but on the ground they've done a great job with Shaq Edwards gashing Clemson's defense up the middle. We'll see if that continues here on this drive. They'll go play fake, try and set up another play downfield. Had a man, and that one sailed on Dylan Shoemate.
Yeah, that one just kind of looked like it slipped out of his hands a little bit before he was able to get the full motion going, Murph. And like you said, the 2-to-1 in an air raid offense, you just need your rushes to be efficient.
And they have certainly been that. A great pickup of the blitz just in the nick of time, and Stetson James going to be the beneficiary there. Picks up 4. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and you know, it's tough. You make it a 36, but that makes it a little bit easier on your quarterback, especially when the defense is sitting back.
Well, they're going to bring both backers there, and they threw it where they weren't. Samuel Mathis sits down where those linebackers had vacated, picks up 11 and a 1st down.
Yeah, all the defensive backs had gone back in coverage. He hit that second level perfectly and just sat in the hole. Great job by Shoemate to get the ball to his receiver there.
Back in the pistol, Edwards directly behind Shoemate. He's going to get it up the middle again. Shrugs off one defender, picks up 9, and Shaq Edwards averaging better than 8 yards a carry here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that offensive line is giving him all the holes he wants. He's seeing a lane almost all the way to the Grand Canyon every drive, Murph.
And he's looking to get it again, and there he goes. Shakes off one. He's got plenty more room inside the 20. He is hammered down, but it is a 21-yard pickup. Shaq Edwards, 7 carries, 74 yards here already tonight.
Yeah, Edwards doing a great job. He saw the hole, and it was closing fairly quickly, Murph. I think it kind of helped him out as he had a lineman trailing him from behind, but it looked like the hole closed up right after he slipped through.
Again, that offensive line doing a great job. Not so much this time. Clemson was ready that time. Holly Jacks in the backfield and makes the big play. Loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14.
Yeah, someone might check Shaq Edwards. He might have a cat toy on him because Catman shot at him like a dart. Great job.
And now right back up the middle. Edwards not deterred inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Illini.
Yeah, Shaq Edwards, great job. He's just dancing around that Clemson defense. Ballerina tiptoeing his way through. Great pick.
The field vision for Shaq Edwards tonight is on it. And he's going to dot the I here. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Give him the football, see what he can do. And he is dropped in the backfield. There were a couple of Tigers. Is DeMello Butler going to get credit for the tackle?
Yeah, the safety coming down to make sure he doesn't get into the end zone. Great job by Clemson, recognizing that it was going to be a rushing play and filling the gaps as fast as they could.
And now a heavy set here, pistol formation. Up the middle. This is going to be Ronnie Douglas for 3 yards. And that is how quarter number 1 comes to a close. It's been an exciting first 9 minutes. Illinois up 21-7 over Clemson. You're watching the CFSL presented by PayX1 Sports right here on YouTube. Back inside Memorial Stadium here in Champaign, Illinois. The Illini have a 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Edwards back in the backfield. He's got the football, and he's got 6 points with a stiff arm. Threw it out there violently, found the end zone, and Illinois once again stretches the lead.
Yeah, that's a big man rush from Edwards there. Hitting that stiff arm perfectly and just shoving the defender off of him. Illinois just taking advantage of everything Clemson's giving him right now.
And Shaq Edwards has run the ball extremely well. He's closing in on 100 yards already. I think he sits about 98 through a quarter and a play. Illinois up 21 points, 28-7. Clemson looked really good on their first drive. They have not looked very good since. And this Illinois offense, I mean, they have found something. So this, even early in the game, Logan, could be a must-score possession for Clemson.
Yeah, Murph, and, you know, it's just getting into the second quarter, but I 100% agree with you. You need to gain some momentum back before this game gets out of hand really quickly.
Pistol set, read option for Gunderson. He's around the edge and will not find the 35-yard line, but does pick up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, good pickup there by Gunderson. And, you know, that's what you need. You need your quarterback to lead you out, get some big plays, and keep drive going. Get some momentum from him.
Illinois trying to bring some pressure. It was picked up, and slipping out into the flat was Barrett Steele. He turns it upfield for a gain of 7 and a first down.
Barrett Steele's been a momentum machine for Clemson this season. Look for that connection to keep going downfield on this drive.
Clemson has found fairly balanced play calling here so far tonight, but that one going backwards is Gunderson sacked by Rex O'Brien. Second time tonight, O'Brien has found his way home to pick up the sack.
Yeah, O'Brien's just kind of tuned in on what Gunderson wants to do right now. He's been a menace for the past 2 or 3 drives. He may not always get the sack, but he's in your face almost every single time.
So a big play there from O'Brien. I also got some help from Harry Coggins, who was coming in there late to help drop Gunderson. And so on 2nd and 17, Gunderson under a little bit of pressure, nearly threw another interception. Brandon Catchings jumped that one as well, couldn't hold on.
Great awareness by Catchings. He was able to read where Gunderson was looking and jump that route. You'd like to see him pull that one in, though.
3rd and 17. Gunderson slides in the pocket, takes a shot downfield, in and out of the hands of Zay Martinez. Knocks it away, though. It will be 4th and 17. And once again, the Illini defense comes up big and forces a Tiger punt.
Yeah, and I got an update from Twitch again, Murph. We have another rushing touchdown. 7 yards from Dobbins this time. Boise takes the lead, extends the lead 17-0. It's 7:38 left in the second.
So we've got 7:42 to go in our second quarter. Illinois with a big lead here early on, 28-7, looking to stretch the lead here as well. And this time, Edwards is going to go backwards. He is dropped by Nicholas Brown. It'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, Clemson needs to bring the pressure right now on Illinois. You've got to keep your coverage downfield, but you got to get something in the backfield. Edwards is just making what he wants out of your defense right now.
Oh, and Silent Ninja in chat with maybe the worst pun I've ever seen in one of our chats, but it works so well. Shaq Edwards going to pick up a yard back. It'll be 3rd down and 12, so it might be time to throw the football here for Dylan Shoemate.
Yeah, I agree with you, Murph, and I also agree with you on the silent part. I mean, come on, man, you got to do better than that.
I mean, it's like a softball just got lobbed to you, and that one's lobbed downfield and nearly completed down the sideline. Crozier there to help knock it away. And now the Clemson defense comes up with a big stop, a 3-and-out forced by their defense. Gonna get the football back with some decent field position. Again, one of those must-score drives to try and stem the momentum.
Yeah, and you've got a little bit better field position here, Murph, than what you've been doing. But if you look at Loki's stats, he's not passing the ball efficiently like he has all season. Keep throwing those under routes, hit Barrett Steele, get some confidence back in you, and then you can unleash those downfield throws.
He does have the touchdown tonight, but intercepted on drive number 2, and that was kind of where the downhill slide started for Clemson. This one complete to Steele, good for 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Murph, and like I say, you've got to have the memory of an elephant and forget everything, even though I know I'm incorrect on that.
Well, there's really no proof that elephants never forget. I don't know who came up with that one, but I'm not buying it. Steele, another catch, 5 catches here in the first half. This one loses a yard, though, so it sets up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I like that play usually, Murph. Send your tight end out into the flat, let him dump it down, pick up 3 or 4 as he turns up field. The problem is Illinois was not moving anywhere with their coverage, and they were ready.
Zay Martinez, the open field tackle, sets up this 3rd and 4. This one in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, knocked away late. 4th and 4, and Illinois, Clemson had good field position, as you mentioned, to start this drive. Squander it here, and they're going to punt it back.
Yeah, that was a tight throw and even tighter coverage. He was just waiting for the ball. He already had his hands around the receiver.
And Stevens nearly popped free there. Picks up 14 on the return. And Illinois now set up just short of their own 30-yard line. 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Again, looking to extend the lead. They'll throw underneath on 1st down. It's Connor Stevens. Had one of the touchdowns earlier. Picks up 7 yards here.
Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen here. But it's almost the battle of the tight ends early in the drives, Murph. They keep going to them and seeing which one is going to be the bigger impact player.
And this one underneath. And again, it's Stevens. And it's 1st down yardage this time for the Illini as he's now up to 33 yards on just 3 catches.
Yeah, and if you look at this, Shoemate on the season coming in was 196 completions on 308 attempts. He's having a much more efficient game tonight, getting the ball in the hands of his receivers easy.
And I think the running game is helping out, I believe, as he completes this one underneath the Stetson James. They've been able to go to that play action pass, buy him a little bit of extra time, and he's finding open receivers.
Yeah, 100%, Murph. And when you have a halfback that's just crossing up defenders left and right, it's going to happen.
And this one incomplete to no fault of Dylan Shoemate. Good coverage and a great hit right as the ball got to the receiver.
Yes, we just saw they're 3 of 5 on 3rd downs here. This is a very short one.
3rd and 3, they give it to Edwards. He's averaging near 9 yards a carry, but not this time. He'll get 2 yards, but he's short by a few inches. It'll be 4th down, and Illinois going to go for it.
Love this aggression, and they're going heavy for the pass. This is going to be a fun one, Murph.
4th and inches, and they will throw it underneath open receiver Thompson Thunder for 2. They didn't need very many. They didn't get very many, but it does move the chains.
Hey, normally I'd say, hey, man, turn in field, get some extra yardage. In that situation, who cares? Great pickup to get the 1st down.
And a great blitz pickup there, but KJ Speed was thinking about taking it to the house, forgot to bring the ball with him.
Yeah, we usually say that about wide receivers, Murph. They see the ball and they try to turn up field too quick. KJ just did it for the defense this time. Great job, though, getting in the way of that pass.
2nd and 10, and they go right up the middle to Edwards. Boy, when they get into a 2nd and long situation, they are trusting their running game, and Shaq Edwards paying it off. 99 yards here in the first half.
Yeah, conventional football tells you go for the run on the 1st down. Illinois mixing it up, saying we're outside the box, going on the seconds. I'm loving the way this offense is rolling right now.
And hitting Clemson right between the tackles. Tried to do it again here on first down. Clemson ready for it. The blitz gets home, and Jax with the tackle in the backfield will be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, Catman making his name known. Great job covering up that gap quickly by this Tigers defense.
And earlier we saw it was 2-to-1 pass to run. Much tighter now. 20 passing plays, 17 rushing plays before this one. This one complete to Stevens, 16 yards along the sideline. Move the chains again for the Illini.
Yeah, Murph, and we see that gap kind of closing up on the balance of plays. But I think that's more attuned to Illinois is really just adapting to what Clemson's defense is showing them. And they're doing a great job of reading it.
Oh, they're going to take a look at this one as Connor Stevens made a nice break to the outside. And, I mean, that looks to me like he's clearly got his foot down inbounds. This should be a first down.
Yeah, Murph, I think that one is pretty obvious in.
And it is. The referees just needed some screen time just so we all remember that they were still here. And we can continue with our first half as we get inside of 4 minutes to play. Illinois up 21, looking to extend that 1st and 10 inside the 20. Edwards up the middle. He's down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, they went for the first down rush, which hasn't quite worked for them every time so far. This time it did. Great pickup there by Edwards.
Clemson's bringing the safety. Looks like he's going to come right up the middle. Blitz picked up, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That was a great play right there by Alberto Smalls to jump up and knock it down.
Yeah, Murph, and you know, the Illinois defensive line is massive, but this Clemson one is not anything to laugh at either.
And Edwards, well, this Clemson defensive line might be a bunch of big boys, but they have not slowed down Shaq Edwards. He's running between the tackles, 108 yards here in the first half.
Yeah, Edwards is just able to ballerina around them. It looks like most plays. He's just doing a great job of moving side to side really fast.
1st and goal, play action, dumped underneath. Caught by James, gets it to about the 5, but he was hit hard. There were a couple of Tiger defenders in the area to make sure he didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, good job holding onto the ball there. As soon as he turned upfield, he was getting smacked right in the face. And that's a great job, because that's usually when we see a fumble happen, Murphy.
Troy Crozier, the man that came up and hit him, tried to knock the ball loose, tried to knock his headgear off. Might have tried to knock his head off too, and now Shoemate takes off. Blitz was coming from the backside. He felt the pressure, and if he keeps going to the corner, he has a shot, but he's dropped just inside the 5.
Yeah, Murph, I think exactly what you said. Shoemate did a great read that nothing was going to develop, scrambled out. He just needed to keep bouncing to the outside.
And on 3rd and goal, and there's a bounce to the outside as Shaq Edwards, change of plans, bounced it to the near side, picks up the couple of yards into the end zone, and right there the great cut, and the Illini extend the lead.
Man, this awareness of Edwards right now is perfect, and you said it right there. He bounced the outside, saw the inside block from his receiver, and turned inside. Great job there.
And we've seen it a couple of times from Shaq Edwards tonight, where he's just put the foot in the ground at the right time, made the cut, and found the open field. Found the end zone for the 3rd time here in the first half. And the Illinois Fighting Illini up 35-7 over Clemson. You know, Clemson coming in here on the outside of the playoffs looking in, needed a big win here tonight to prove their case. And they have not shown up yet. A lot of time left, and take it from me, if anyone knows how to blow a big lead, it's West Virginia and this AD, as Barrett Steele 4 yards on 1st down to try and get Clemson going.
Yeah, Murph, and trust me, I know about blowing leads as well. All you have to do is look at Tennessee versus Auburn.
So we've both been there. We've had a good cry about it. We know what happens. So Clemson looking to build off of that and try and get some momentum going here. Baker picks up 5. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Great pickup there. And another thing from Twitch, Gabby Blanco pick 6. Boise extending their lead again, 27-0, 2:22 in the second.
So Boise in control there. Illinois in control here, and Clemson, they're going to wind this play clock down. So if they don't get it, they're going to force Illinois to take a timeout and get the football with as little time left here in the first half as possible. And this one overthrown. If he waits just a second, he's got someone sliding into the flat. Looked like it was going to be open. Instead, Gunderson throws it away. 4th down, and the Illini don't have to use a timeout. They're still going to get the ball back.
Yeah, I don't like that one, Murph. Gunderson had time. His lineman got a chop block. I didn't think the pressure was going to hit him that much. Just got to stay in the pocket a little bit longer.
And that time a good open field tackle. I believe that was Tyler Morgan, the senior corner on special teams there, kept Stevens from getting away. So 1:13 to go here in the first half. Ball sitting at the 31-yard line. We'll see how aggressive Illinois plays this, as they're going to get the football, I believe, to start the ball. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Clemson will get it to start the ball game. Shaq Edwards 3 yards on the screen, and it will be a 2nd and 7.
There went my favorite play, Murph, the halfback screen. When you get positive yards on it, you've got to like it. You would like to see Edwards turn up and get some ball.
Now, if you're an Illini fan, you like that play. Christopher Gentry with a 14-yard catch. That one kind of floated out there by Shoemate. It worked. They're out near midfield, 1st down.
Yeah, a lot of people hold the breaths on those floats, but Shoemate made the right read there to float that in. Great pass and catch right there.
Time in the pocket for Shoemate, and he has had a lot of that tonight. This time Stevens, good for 7. 2nd timeout called by Illinois.
Yeah, and that puts Shoemate over the 200-yard mark tonight. He's having a hell of a game.
And Jack 6 tackles already. This one dumped off to Edwards, and he was unable to do any work after the catch. It'll be 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry to the line.
Yeah, keep this momentum up. If you're Illinois, take what you can get, even if it's only 3 here.
And this one downfield, open receiver inside the 5 and to the end zone. Samuel Mathis from 45 yards out, and Illinois just continues to put on.
Yeah, they heard what I said, Murph, and they said 3. We don't take 3 around here. Great route, able to get open downfield and hold on through those tackles. Good touchdown there by Illinois to end the second half.
They just sent everybody deep and let Dylan Shoemate decide who to throw it to. Mathis was the open receiver, 42-7. Illinois all over the Clemson Tigers right now. And so if you're Clemson, 27 seconds left to go here in this half. I think at this point, unless you break a big return here, you take it to the locker room, you figure something out, and you come out in the second half and just hope you can start slowly chipping away and see what happens.
Yeah, I agree. They need a hard reset right now, Murph. Just hand it off to your halfback, go into halftime and see what you can come up with.
And, well, that's why we don't call plays for Clemson. Play fake. Baker picks up 17. They're out to the 40 with 2 timeouts left and a chance to put some points on the board.
Yeah, Gunderson said, screw that, guys. We're going out and we're playing our game.
He's going to throw it again. He's going to take a shot. He's got a man, and he's got it. It's going to be a Clemson touchdown. And in the span of about 15 seconds, both teams go back-to-back. That's Nasir Cooper, his 2nd of the night. And just like that, Clemson gets some more points on the board and takes away at least a little bit of momentum towards the half.
Yeah, Cooper, he's that downfield, big speed target that Gunderson's had all season, and he just burnt his man right there. Great job and great pass by Gunderson to float it right into his hands.
Well, there's still 11 seconds to go here in the half, so time for a kickoff return and Illinois to maybe take a shot or 2, depending on how fast they can get it off. And they're not going to use any time up here as this one boomed into the back of the end zone. But I think if you're the Illini, you've got to be happy with the lead. You run it with Shaq Edwards here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Murph, but, they don't listen to us, so we'll see what they come up with.
Well, they dot the I with Edwards. They give it to him. He bounces off of a couple of defenders, and he goes down after a gain of 3 in Logan, and they did listen this time, and that will close out half number 1. I mean, it was an exciting half, especially if you're an Illini fan. 42-14, they lead it over Clemson. Whew, I'm going to take a breath. You go ahead and tell us what you saw there in the first half.
We had two teams come out, and we really thought it was going to be a battle of who can just keep the ball clean and go toe-to-toe on offense. And, man, this Illinois offense came out guns blazing. They kind of had some trouble at the very beginning, and then they just started clicking. Their defense got all the pressure that they needed onto Gunderson, make him make bad throws, bad reads, and they extended their lead and been in control almost the whole game. This has just been one of those nights, Murph, that Illinois is doing everything right.
I mean, there you see it. They lead in the passing yards, the rushing yards, the time of possessions. You talked about turnovers when we started this game in the open and how Clemson takes care of the football coming into this game a little bit better than Illinois has, but Clemson's the one that's turned it over. And I think, honestly, the star of tonight's show has been Shaq Edwards. He's found a way to run between the tackles against this Clemson defense. And they're not light in the box. They've got guys that are going to step up and hit you hard. Shaq Edwards has done the work, and I think that has led to a lot of this Illinois success.
100%, Murph. I mean, he came into this game with 15 broken tackles on the season, and it seems like almost every rush he's getting at least 2 or 3.
And he's thrown out that stiff arm a couple of times, made some defenders look silly with some jukes and cuts in the open field. But now Clemson with it once again. They just scored to close out the half. Can they double it up? Screenplay, and Peterson probably should have just let that one hit the turf. He's going to lose 6 on his first catch.
Yeah, he didn't really have much going, running into the big men on this Illinois line. I mean, you got 275 pounds, 325 pounds, 380 pounds, 290 pounds. That's a lot of brick for a 240 halfback to run through.
And those defensive linemen are quick too. It's not like they're standing in quicksand. They can move their feet. Gunderson throws this one away. 3rd and 16 to start the first drive here for Clemson.
Yeah, and this is not where you want to be in to start out the second half. We'll see what Gunderson can cook up here.
Got an open man. It's caught. Roberson, but he's going to be short of first down yardage. So a nice throw and catch. Got him 13, but they're still going to have to punt it away. And, boy, when you were trying to build some momentum, and it looked like you had a good shot to build that momentum, a 3-and-out you needed to avoid.
Yeah, Murph, I said that they needed a hard reset going in. But with all that momentum that they got from that little pitch catch to Cooper, maybe that could have hurt them and allowed Illinois to say, okay, we can't make any dumb coverages.
And they did tighten some things up. The big play on first down with the screen hurt Clemson's offense on that drive. Now, can their defense step up and make a play over the middle? This time is Shoemate complete. First down. That's Jessica Stevens, her second catch of the ball game. First down out near midfield.
Yeah, Jessica Stevens, a sophomore wide receiver. She's been a big target all season long. Would have expected her a little bit more involved so far tonight.
And this one to Connor Stevens, good for 10. And again, the senior tight end, 6 catches, 66 yards here on senior night.
Yeah, when they've needed Connor Stevens to step up and be the big target man, he has been. He's done a great job tonight of helping Shoemate get easy pitch and catches that go for good chunky yardage.
So 1st and 10, pistol formation. There's Edwards for the first time here in the second half. And still up, finally blown down. Loss of 2. Mikey Gold made the great play in the backfield there.
Yeah, Clemson's defense is starting to tighten up on them here in the third. This is what they needed. Get a 3-and-out on this possession and see if your offense can't get something clicking.
And nearly got him to jump offside that time. Shoemate again with time. Still dancing around in the pocket. Finally going to tuck it down and run. Slips a tackle. First down yardage. And Dylan Shoemate on 2nd and 12 picks up 14 on the scramble. It's a first down for the Illini.
Yeah, only his second rush tonight, Murph, but he made the most of it. Great awareness by him to get as much out of that as he could, even with the cubic spine.
And now he'll carry it for the third time tonight. He's got first down yardage and more. So 14 on the last carry, 18 on this one, and Dylan Shoemate has the Illini down near the 10-yard line.
I don't know what Edwards said to Shoemate in the locker room, Murph, but Shoemate must not have liked it because he's not handing the ball off to him, and he's taking it for himself right now.
Might have been the right read there that time, although I'm sure Shaq Edwards would tell you otherwise. 1st and 10, pistol formation. They're going to fake it this time and throw near side complete, turning it upfield. Ronnie Douglas gets 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Douglas almost turned that into 6 right there, Murph. Great job by the Clemson defender to shove him out of bounds last second.
And 2 receivers near side. They're going to hand this one off, and into the end zone goes Ronnie Douglas, 4 yards out. And again, he bounced it to the outside, found the edge, and found the end zone.
You know, Murph, on YouTube, we love a little walk-on magic, and that's what we got there. The walk-on halfback getting the touchdown. Get that man a scholarship.
That's right. And anytime the walk-ons find the end zone, it's a big deal. We definitely love it up here in the booth, and Illinois loving it down there on the sideline. 49-14, building that 35-point lead back up after their first drive of the second half, and what could have been a good return there, or a great return there by Tyler Johnson, got shut down in a hurry.
Yeah, and the special teams for Illinois has been pretty good, Murph. They have not let Clemson have too good a field position all night.
Just across the 20 at the 22. That's where Clemson starts drive number 2. Under pressure, Gunderson goes down. Who's going to get credit for the sack? They give it to Houston Kai. He was not the only man in there. I believe that was 98 Rex O'Brien was also there.
Yeah, you're right, Murph. And coming into the night, Gunderson's been sacked 27 times. This is the key for Illinois coming in with their defense, was to get that pressure on Gunderson, and they are doing that perfectly tonight.
And I was wrong. It was 96 Harry Coggins that was in there as well. And this one knocked away late, nearly intercepted. Frank Mason made a great play on the ball there.
I honestly thought that was intercepted, Murph. Great job by Mason, getting his head on a swivel and getting his hands on it.
3rd and long, taking a shot downfield in between the corner and the safety, and Nasir Cooper paid the price for that 35-yard reception, but it is huge if you're a Tiger fan. It is a first down.
Yeah, Cooper is gonna be hurting tomorrow from that hit. Great job holding on to it, but he got his team a big play that they desperately needed.
Zay Martinez put it on him, but couldn't knock the ball free, and it sits right at the midfield stripe. 1st and 10 Tigers. Looking to chip into this lead once again as we tick under 6 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. This one floated near side complete inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line, goes Josiah Baker.
Yeah, Josiah Baker, the freshman from Baltimore, Maryland. Great job there. Ran that route perfectly. Gunderson delivered the ball. That's what you want from your wide receivers, getting those chunks when you can.
Ball backed up to the 45, and this one dumped underneath the Barrett Steele. It's inside the 40 now as Barrett Steele has 7 catches, 38 yards, having a pretty good night here for the tight end.
Yeah, Barrett Steele, he's a great tight end. You want him on your team no matter who you are. He's that big frame, big target guy that you like.
Trying to get the screen set up, and Peterson going backwards again. J.W. Ibeck found him through the traffic, drug him down for a loss of 2.
Yeah, the screen not having as much magic tonight. This Illinois defense just able to snuff that one out and get a man over there to be ready for it. Great job.
And if Ibeck doesn't make that play in the open field, there was a lot of room to work for Peterson with the blockers out in front. But it's a loss of 2, 2nd and 12, and now Gunderson under pressure again, hit and incomplete. I thought Steele was going to make the catch there, but he was hit as the ball hit his hands.
Yeah, that one was kind of a lose-lose there, Nate. Either Gunderson was going to get hit or his receiver was going to get hit. Good job by Illinois to just plug that up.
And Gunderson was hit there, and I believe that was Ibeck that nearly got home for the sack. Instead, it's an incomplete pass. 4th down and 12. coming up here for Clemson. They're going to punt it away. And I know it's a 4th and long, but you're on the Illinois side of midfield. You're not gaining much if this ball goes into the end zone. Well, never mind. There's a for the brand moment. So now you see if your defense can make a play for you.
Yeah, Murph, you can use as much logic as you want right there, but they just defied logic and did what we didn't expect.
Well, I have never seen a ball in the CFSL check up like that one just did. And boy, that was nearly dropped at the 1-yard line. Instead, Dylan Shoemate shakes a defender and picks up 9.
Man, I really thought we were about to be giving praise to KJ Speed right there, but Shoemate shoved him off, turned a negative into a positive. Great job by the quarterback there.
And that would have been a big loss back to the 1-yard line, and now they give it to Shaq Edwards. And he could not quite wiggle his way free from Mikey Gold, but he does pick up first down yardage. So that's big to start the drive for Illinois.
Yeah, and you don't think to say it when, it's converted into a first down. But Mikey Gold did a great job there. He was about to break all the tackles. He held him by the legs and was able to bring him down and mitigate that loss.
If he slips free, there's a lot of room to work. And now Shoemate play fake. All kinds of time. We've seen this all night long, and he connects once again with an open receiver, Thompson Thunder, for 15.
Yeah, and you talked about it earlier, Nate. We credited this Illinois secondary with really getting this team on track. I've got to say, this offensive line has done a fantastic job all game long. They are really the key to this lead that Illinois has right now.
They've opened holes for Shaq Edwards, and they have protected Dylan Shoemate all night long, and Shoemate has been clean. 3:55 now and counting. Triple option look. Shoemate makes the right read, keeps it, still going, and gets it out across the 40 down to the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Fighting Illini.
Man, if the triple option worked like that every time, I wish it did. Great job by Illinois executing it perfectly right there.
And now right up the middle, Edwards, his best run of half number 2, good for 6. He's got it out near midfield, sitting at 121 yards and 3 touchdowns here tonight.
Yeah, he's on pace. He's easily going to pass his last week yardage, Murph. He had 134 yards on 2 touchdowns last week. He's going to blow through that, I believe, in this game.
Now, as long as they keep handing it to him, orbit motion, and they were maybe looking to set up that triple option, and Ronnie Douglas, who's had a couple of nice carries tonight, goes nowhere this time, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, trying to hand it to that walk-on, give your starter some breath, but credit there to Travis Carr. He came down and made that tackle where it mattered.
So 3rd and 6, Shoemate looking to convert, and they will. Illinois moving the chains again. Bryson Stamper, he sat down a couple yards short of the marker. Shoemate, though, put it right between the 8 and the 5, and it becomes a 1st down for the Fighting Illini.
Yeah, and I think that's more so Stomper realized where the hole was and where he needed to sit, and he knew that there was going to be some downfield.
And Shaq Edwards continuing to create holes for himself as he runs through tackles, picks up 6, so that's a great 1st down carry.
Yeah, he's having a field day today. He's doing a great job of hitting the holes where they're mattering.
And this one thrown into some coverage and batted around, hits the turf harmlessly, though. 3rd and 4, and Illinois 70% tonight on 3rd down.
Murph, if you're up and you're 70% on 3rd down, I expect this kind of a lead. Illinois has been doing great tonight.
I'll force that one, and Gavin Manning nearly picked it off. 4th and 4 coming up. Well, the Illini 100% on 4th down. We'll see if they can convert again.
Great coverage downfield by Clemson. They just got to keep that up and keep an eye on Shoemate and see where he's going with the ball.
Well, screen play, and that one was actually not poorly covered by Clemson, but Shaq Edwards does it again. A little Houdini act in the open field, made a couple of guys miss, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, I think we need to get Elton John to start playing for these Illinois football games because Shaq Edwards is a tiny dancer right now.
Oh, that was brilliant. And now Shoemate looking to follow it up with something brilliant of his own. Dumped underneath, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's just good coverage right there by Clemson. They had everything locked down, and there was really nothing I like the fact that he got it out, but there's not really much you can expect from your receiver in that situation.
Man coverage here from Clemson. They're bringing the pressure. This one thrown underneath, complete. And it's Thunder, good for 4. Sets up another 3rd and 6 here for Illinois.
Yeah, good pickup by Thunder right there. And he's been that short yardage target. I think everything he's caught has been that 3 to 5 yard range. He's doing a great job of hauling him in.
So 3rd and 6, Shoemate has time again. And boy, if he resets his feet, that might be a first down. Illinois, though, a 4th down here. They will not go for it. They're going to settle for a field goal attempt this time around.
Yeah, smart choice here by the Fighting Illini. And I agree with you. Shoemate just needed to set his feet. He had to move around a little too much and got a little bit too handsy for that one.
Well, Kevin Brown, the junior, puts it between the pipes, and we'll see. Yeah, I believe he put that off the pipe and still got it through. 52-14, Illinois in the lead. And real quick, as Shaq Edwards has 3 touchdowns here. Well, and a great return this time from Nasir Cooper. He's got it out over the 40. I want to shout this out. 3 touchdowns here in this ball game. It is a Illinois record for rushing touchdowns in a game. So congratulations to Shaq Edwards there, and he set that in the first half. So we apologize for not getting to that one a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and anytime you break a record, that is hats off to you. Great job by him.
And now Clemson saying, forget your record. We're still in this ball game. 60 yards to Bruce Roberson. So 1 play, 6 points, and Clemson trying to build a little something. 1:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. You never say never here in the CFSL. Trying to close the gap now to 31.
Yeah, Murph. I don't know if the 2 ADs have, the radio on in their headset, but they're just doing a great job of throwing us for a loop every single time.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big play for that Clemson offense, and it kind of makes you wonder, where was it at any point in time during the first half? They had a couple of nice plays downfield in drive number 1. Illinois kind of shut it all down since then, and Jessica Stevens, 29 yards on that return. A great hard return there. And there you see the Illinois last 5 drives. Other than the end of the half, they have scored on every possession.
Yeah, and that's what you need, Murph. If you get points on every single drive, you're not going to lose the game. They've done a great job of being efficient and marching downfield all game long.
And Shaq Edwards, another carry. Give him 4 yards on that one. He's up to 25 rushes on the night. So 3 more, he'll tie his own record that he set earlier this season against Notre Dame.
Yeah, and we're just on record watch all over the place right now, bro.
And a little bubble screen. Stevens, well, she's doing her Shaq Edwards impersonation there, running over a defender, picking up some yardage there. It'll set up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I love that little bubble screen. Usually you see it with a little bit of a little nimbler, shorter receiver, but Stevens executed it perfectly. Great pickup.
Edwards up the middle, and this time Clemson was ready. Shut down at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Woods, the tackle there. Might even get credit for a tackle for a loss there. It'll be 4th and 2. Clemson, I'm going to call that a run blitz. They brought the house.
Yeah, exactly, Murph. And they're doing a great job right now, forcing Illinois to give them the ball back and trying to claw their way back into this game.
Crozier, a quick 9-yard return there. I tell you what, if they get another 1-play scoring drive here before the end of the 3rd quarter, and they get this thing under 30 with the 4th quarter left to play, that could be huge. And Patterson to the sideline, got the foot down, so they may not score before the end of the quarter, but that is a big play to maybe close it out here.
Yeah, and that's one of those routes, Murph, that we all love, especially if you're a coach. You know that route's going to work almost every single time. Gunderson was ready for it and already knew exactly where he was going to throw that ball.
A great way to close it out, or close out quarter number 3 for Clemson, trying to mount a comeback. Throw the forwards up in chat. 52-21 Illinois over Clemson. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. Welcome back inside Memorial Stadium. the final quarter of play here in season 17 for the Illini, perhaps for the Clemson Tigers as well. We will see. Johnny Patterson, 17 yards once again. So back-to-back smash routes from Johnny Patterson. Gets the foot down inbounds, and 2 big pickups there.
Yeah, and you know, a good thing for the quarterback to have, if he's got to stand up to the line, is to know that he's got a receiver running a route that's going to work. He knows Patterson's on that route. He knows he can just give him the ball. Great job between those 2.
3 receivers and a tight end here. And this one thrown over the middle. It's Bruce Roberson. He had the touchdown just a moment ago on the big catch. This time good for a first down, and Clemson really driving it here.
Yeah, they're making a drive out of this one, even though their last one, I mean, you can't hate a 1-pass touchdown. They're doing a great job marching downfield here.
Motion man, fake the jet sweep, and Gunderson tried to keep it himself. Ran into a lot of traffic, including J.W. Ibeck, who gets tackle number 5, second in the backfield.
Yeah, they sent Nasir Cooper to block the linebacker, and unfortunately, he did not have the frame for it. Ibeck just held on to him and just stuck a hand out and shoved Gunderson away.
There are offensive linemen in this league that don't have the frame to block Ibeck. And this one picked off, and down the sideline, it's a foot race and drug down. And that is Ibeck? Yeah. So he makes the play at the line of scrimmage by shoving people around, and then is nimble enough to go pick one off and run it back down the sideline.
They've got to be hearing us up in the booth, Nate. It's just insane. We start talking about all this, and Ibeck's like, oh, you think they're driving good? Well, watch this. And he just took full control right there.
Well, you know, I do love the fact that even the players are tuned into the broadcast, listening to the game. I mean, every viewer helps us out here in the CFSL. As Shoemate would have liked a little bit of help from his offensive line on that one, as DeMello Butler in there to slam him to the turf. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, this Clemson defense needs to step up right here for their offense. If they're going to lose the ball right there, you've got to force a 3-and-out from Illinois here to have any chance of staying here in this ball game. That's a great start to it.
And all that great start rolls over into play number 2 as Travis Carr picks up his second tackle in the backfield, as Shaq Edwards trying to get it going there. Could not. It's 3rd and 14.
Yeah, making a 3rd and long here for this Illinois team is key for Clemson. Just got to get your coverage downfield. You know they're going to bomb it.
Well, instead they're going to go halfback screen, and nearly got away as Edwards picks up some decent yardage, but he's tripped up from behind by, I believe that was 99 Alberto Smalls. Gonna have to punt it away. So there's the 3-and-out the Clemson defense needed after the turnover. Now can the offense get it back downfield and finish the drive? As Crozier, a short 2-yard return. So great special teams coverage that time by the Illini punt team. Clemson backed up at their own 16-yard line to start this one. 7:13 to go here in a 31-point ball game. Gunderson near side complete, and fighting for some extra yardage is Nasir Cooper. He's got 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and we saw last drive, for the most part, Clemson was, you know, picking and prodding, darting their way downfield. They had those 2 big pickups by Patterson, but they're going to go back to it, I think, and just keep dotting the I's and crossing the T's and working their way downfield.
No, right there across the middle is Nasir Cooper. So back-to-back catches for Cooper. He's up over 100 yards, and it has a couple of touchdowns here tonight.
Yeah, he's doing it. I mean, despite how this Clemson offense has ran most of the game, Nasir Cooper's been a bright star and this dark sign for him. He's doing a great job of getting yardage.
Josiah Baker, 6 yards on that one. Baker has 5 catches as well, so he's done a good job getting himself open. Not as many yards to show for it as Cooper does. He's only at 57. Ibeck another tackle.
Yeah, you've seen him more on those little bitty like slant routes and stuff, Murph. And don't get me wrong, slant routes my second favorite route in all football. It does a great job, and I'd like to see him go downfield with it a little bit more often.
With 6 minutes to go, they're going to have to start taking some shots just like that, and that one knocked away. Good coverage downfield, and I've said that a lot tonight about that Illinois defense.
Yeah, like you said at the very beginning, this Illinois secondary coming up big, and they stay coming up big. They're doing a great job downfield to keep them coverage tight.
5 wide receivers, and not poor coverage on that one. Just a better throw and catch to Mello Butler. He's been knocking some people around on the defensive side of the ball tonight. Runs a great route, a little post route, and gets open between 3 defenders. And what a throw that was by Loki Gunderson.
Yeah, like you said, there's a great job there. But, you know, the fatigue sits in kind of late in these games, and Gunderson's able to deliver that pass perfectly on the off shoulder for him.
So 1st and 10, Gunderson snaps that one into coverage. Bruce Roberson on the quick slant, 10 more yards, another 1st down. And Roberson up near 100 yards tonight.
Yeah, he's having, you know, a sneaky, quiet game, but he's been a key contributor to this offense, especially with that touchdown.
Screenplay on 1st and 10. Peterson slips by a defender, stumbles forward, and falls down after a gain of 3.
Yeah, screen, I think that's about the largest gain we've seen from a screen tonight, Nate. But this Clemson offense is doing a great job driving downfield right now.
And 2nd down and 7. Clemson looking to finish this drive to the corner, knocked away. And that is Quaterius White with the deflection. 3rd and 7 coming up. Big play here for the Clemson offense.
Yeah, White having one of the funnest first names in all of the CFSL. Had an even funner little coverage right there. Great job getting his hand on it.
And nearly intercepted by Zay Martinez on the other side. As Martinez, his 2nd deflection, and no doubt here Clemson has to go for it on 4th and 7.
Yeah, you've got to get aggressive here and make something happen if you're Gunderson.
Oh, they're going to go to the screen game, and incomplete. I think it wouldn't matter. Turnover on downs either way, and Illinois up 31 points with 5:11 to go here in the 4th quarter. Can pretty much put it on cruise control, I think, from here. Turn around, hand it to Shaq Edwards. He's had a magical night, and we'll see if he can close it out.
Yeah, this is one of those where you just hand off your halfback and let him pad some stats here, Murph.
Or you go play fake and take a shot downfield and let your senior tight end do some more damage, running over a defender inside the 20. And Connor Stevens says, you know what? I need another big play or two before I'm done. 7 catches, 125 yards receiving, and a touchdown for the senior tight end.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what do we know, Murph, at this point? Holly Jacks did a great job saving that for the touchdown because Connor Stevens has done a fantastic job tonight and a great job right there getting downfield and breaking tackles.
And now we'll see if they do hand it to their other senior. Instead, they'll fake it to him. And Shoemate going to take off. And he's got 5 on that scramble to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, good keep there by Shoemate. We didn't see him go with many runs at all early in the game. I think it was late 2nd quarter that we even saw his first one. He's doing a great job, though, in the 2nd half.
This one thrown far side to Thompson Thunder. He picks up 3. Unfortunately, though, he steps out of bounds. It stops the clock momentarily. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and over in chat, Murph, we've got AMK having his own little spelling bee, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we know he's not going to win one, as he's been eliminated on Cat. And this one up the middle for Edwards. So 28 carries for Shaq Edwards. That ties his ties a team record for most carries in a ball game. He set that record earlier this season against Notre Dame. Will not get a chance on this drive to break that record, as that field goal from Kevin Brown up and good. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Illinois extends the lead 55-21 with 3:58 to go here in the ball game.
Great job by Edwards tonight. He's broken, you know, records left and right now. He's doing a great job. And AMK, I'm sorry, dude, but if you're the only participant and you're not winning it, that says something.
Well, yeah, that's bad news, really. And I'm born and raised in West Virginia. I can't spell a damn thing, but even I'd have a shot in the spelling bee against AMK. Peterson on the draw play picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Sports betting is illegal in Oklahoma, but I wonder if spelling bee is, because I'd put money on you, Murph.
Well, is spelling bee a sport? They just show it on ESPN, so it must be, right? This one over the middle, Josiah Baker, 9 yards on that reception. He's up to 66 yards on the night. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, great conversion over there to get that first down. And Clemson just march downfield, get this drive strung together, get something going for next season.
Gunderson under pressure, but finds an open man. It's Killingsworth, 26 yards. And this time the Illini pressure doesn't get home in time, and they pay for it, as that is a huge play for that Clemson offense.
Yeah, you're right, Murph. I mean, they sent it. They did a great job of getting the pressure there, but Killingsworth was speedy, was able to get off the line and get open quick and give Gunderson someone to get the ball out to.
So 1st and 10 as we tick down to 3 minutes here to go in this ball game. Gunderson under pressure, steps up, and he will be dropped in the backfield. Harry Coggins, but he's been all around the quarterback tonight. Hadn't gotten credit for anything. Finally going to get his name in the stat sheets. He'll pick up his tackle for loss, and sack all right there on that play.
Yeah, you know, Coggins, he's been almost everywhere. He's been in Gunderson's face. He's been in the face of everybody just trying to stop him, and he just unfortunately hasn't got the credit yet, but great job by him there getting that sack.
Illinois showing blitz, backs up, and brings 4. That one dumped underneath to Peterson. He's got 8 coming out of the backfield. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Peterson just coming out, sitting right there in the open field. Great delivery by Gunderson. Give him enough time to pull it in and take the tackle.
Gunderson, 430 yards passing tonight. A couple of different receivers around the 100-yard mark. This one incomplete as Blake Davis knocks that one away. And you would think with those kind of stats, this will be at least a much closer ball game. But Illinois has done everything right, and it'll be 4th and 3 here for Clemson.
Yeah, it's those turnovers, Nate, and then the offensive efficiency from Illinois. That's really been just the key. They've been doing everything.
And Ibeck nearly had interception number 2 as he knocks that one down. But either way, it is turnover. You can say turnover number 3, the second turnover on downs for this Clemson. I guess turnover number 4, second turnover on downs for this Illinois defense. And again, 2:21 to go. It's got to be Shaq Edwards' time. Let him break a couple of records here and get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know, Murph. They're probably not going to listen to us.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Well, hey, they do. Shaq Edwards, 1 yard on that carry. So that sets a new Illinois record for most rushing attempts in a ball game when they're at 29.
Congratulations, Shaq Edwards. You've deserved it with this game. You've had a phenomenal one leading your team to victory tonight.
So the yardage mark is 168. So he'll need to break off a couple of big ones to catch that, as Shaq Edwards gets 12 there. So he's now up to 142. He's got a chance. He's averaging over 4 carry.
Yeah, doing it on my toes and my fingers real quick, Murph. I believe that's 26 yards he needs.
You have 26 toes and fingers?
I can keep a count where I can put them back.
Oh, well, I mean, that's impressive. I'd still lose track. Edwards picks up 1 there. So 143, but they are in clock-killing mode. I don't know how many more chances he's going to get here.
Yeah, that time's kind of run out for him to get those, but still a fantastic game and one to remember for him.
Should be the final play of the ball game here. Edwards going to get 1 more carry. He gets 1 more yard. 32 carries, 144 yards, 3 touchdowns for Shaq Edwards. Dylan Shoemate was efficient, and the Illinois Fighting Illini knock off the Clemson Tigers 55-21 here in Week 8. Logan, I mean, it was a great ball game. Let's start wrapping this thing up.
Yeah, and really it comes down to opportunities. Illinois was able to go and take advantage of every opportunity that they had, and was able to stretch that lead out to where it was kind of unreasonable for Clemson to really call back early in the game. That's just kind of what you got to do. If you're Clemson, you just got to look at what the positives were and start stringing those together next week or even next season.
So once again, final score 55-21 Illinois over Clemson. With that, I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner, Logan Mitchell, for tonight's action. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I'm Nate Murphy. You've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And if you're like me, one game isn't enough, so make sure you join Jeff Melanishin and Ryan Moreland over on Twitch at 8:30 Central Time. They'll be live from Miami, where it's the Hurricanes hosting the Tar Heels of UNC. Good night, everyone, and remember, be kind, rewind.